This is going to be your weekly tarot and oracle forecast. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies for the upcoming week, break it down day by day, and let you know how to navigate. So as I'm filming this, it is Sunday morning, and it's a dull, cool day. It's kind of one of those days where you want to just sort of stay in and watch a show or a movie or read a book and take it easy. So I hope many of you are able to relax and take good care of yourself. You know, self-care is super, super important. I'm really curious to know in the comments, what do you like to do for self-care? For me personally, it would be a salt bath. It's kind of my escape. It detoxifies, makes you sleepy, and just generally relaxed. So this week, we will have some tense energy coming our way because we do have a full moon in Aries happening on the 17th. Now, I am doing a full moon Zoom on Friday, October 18th. If you'd like to join, it's a 2-hour general collective live on Zoom. And you'll receive that recording and also a mini personalized moon reading that I will send to you by the next new moon. Now, Aries energy is Mars. It's intense. It's war. It's anger. It's, yeah, a lot of combative energy. And I don't want to say that it's going to be doom and gloom because I don't want you to feel like it is. You know, we have free will. But I will say that you'll notice people being very tense and angry and emotional. And a lot of things are going to come to the surface. And I mean, we've been feeling that for a while now. This is nothing new, you know, going back to the partial lunar eclipse that we had, the solar eclipse, and now this full moon. But I do have a lot of optimism that we need to get through this stuff. That's basically what it is right now. Your will to push through, you know, has got to be greater than what is pulling you backwards. So let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this week. And this says, in perfect harmony, number 11. So we're looking for an energy of balance and peace. So, you know, when I asked you earlier, like, what do you do for self-care? You know, I guess another way to phrase that would be, how do you like to keep the peace? You know, I think it's funny. Peace is so, you know, cliche, but yet isn't that all what we want? You know, maybe that's listening to music. Maybe music is really important to you. You know, maybe just finding those moments to yourself that can just give you a break. You know, oftentimes that's just what we need, is we need a bit of a break. We want to be in harmony with others. We don't want to be angry. We don't want to be combative. Let's see what else. See, stillness, the swan energy. I told you, we just want to be in our own world right now. We just want to feel like we're relaxed, we're good, and you're able to do that. I mean, I wouldn't say you have to shut out the world. I would just say you have to be very careful of the content that you consume or the energy you consume or the people that you spend time with, because essentially that can affect your peace. And let's take a 4 agreements card and see what we need to know here. What do we need to know? And we have eliminate gossip. Funny, that came up a little while ago, and that's exactly what I'm saying. You've got to be in your own energy and not worry about what other people are saying. You know, I think the difficulty with friends, family, and media for that matter is we're getting all this stuff from all angles, you know, all these stories from all angles. And sometimes it's overwhelming. You know, it is Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, and it's great to spend time with your family and friends, and that's great. But we also know that Thanksgiving and the holidays sometimes can disrupt the peace, right? So let's read this card. We've had this card before, but let's just reiterate. You know, making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. And this is where I would say you have to ask yourself whether you have the capacity. You know, in so many of my videos, I talk about another person, you know, not having the capacity. Do you have the capacity to deal with it? At a certain point, you get tired of it. You reach your capacity point, your breaking point, whatever you want to call it. And so if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed with too many things coming your way, then you've got to find peace. You've got to find a way to block out anything that can disrupt your personal peace. Remember, you know, you don't have to take on the collective energy of everybody around you or on TV or on the news or in the world, whatever. I mean, yes, you can be aware of what's going on. Absolutely. And so we should. At the same time, though, we don't have to consume everything that comes our way. you know? So just be mindful of your own peace and harmony. So I'm going to take these cards away and I'm going to put them to the side. And if they come up later, we shall discuss. Let's take a look at some Moonology cards here. Now, I do have a kitty cat that's trying to rub her face against the table. And hopefully she doesn't knock the camera. So we shall see. We shall see. She's trying to get in on the attention here. So let's take a look at Monday and see what's coming our way. It says, what do you need to release? Well, full moons are all about releasing. Like, what's one thing you can let go of right now to actually bring you a sense of peace? You know, let's see what else. Tuesday, we have step out of your comfort zone. What do you need to release? What comfort zone are you letting go of? You know, I always say the comfort zone's not so comfortable. If it was, why do we want to leave it? You know, and so, yeah, sometimes there can be good aspects to a comfort zone, but most of the time, you know, it's that we're afraid to make moves. So what could you do right now to step out of your comfort zone? I mean, the North Node energy means you're going towards your destiny. That should be exciting. And on Wednesday, we have meditate and contemplate. Yeah, you've got a lot to think about, I'm sure. You know, you can visit your headspace, you can't live there. And that's what I always say about the past. You can visit it, but you can't live there. So just be mindful, you know, of how much thinking you're doing. You know, meditation might actually help you. Maybe this is more of an energy that says, take a deep breath, you know, do some meditation, find that stillness within. Okay, let's take a look at Thursday, which is the full moon. And we have nothing will come of the situation. Well, that card doesn't actually mean nothing will happen. What it actually means is worrying will do nothing for your current situation. I kind of wish it would say that on that card or in the book. But it basically means like, stop your worrying, you know, because worry brings more worry. I think something that I'm noticing a lot lately is that we have to remember that what we focus on is what we manifest. So if there's something you don't like, then you got to be careful that you're not ruminating in your head about it, you know, because you're just going to get more of it. It's kind of like what I say about waiting. People, for whatever reason, they want to wait. They wait on a person, wait on a situation, wait for somebody to make a decision or to choose us. And yet waiting does absolutely nothing. Time waits for nobody. Waiting only brings you more waiting. And we have to be somewhat proactive. That's why we have to release. That's why we have to step out of the comfort zone. That's why we got to think things through and then make the move. And so if you're going to try to get out of the worry, you know, then at least something can shift. Let's take a look at Friday. What do we need to know about Friday? Be bold and be bold and make the first move. This is exactly my point. You know, and that's not in relation to love or a relationship. Be mindful of that. We're not chasing anybody, okay? We're chasing our own dreams and our goals. We want personal growth and evolution. Now let's take a look at Saturday. Saturday, we have a new start is coming. Of course it is. Beautiful. That's what we want. And on Sunday, we have a personal issue reaches a resolution. Amazing. We want to close out those old cycles. And here we go. Your dreams need a practical plan. So for the sneak peek of the following week, I don't think it's necessarily that, you know, we have to have everything set, but intentions would be nice. And I just want to make a point, actually. This is something that just sort of came up for me. I know it's not necessarily linked, but new moon, I mentioned with the full moon Zoom that I do, I send you a personalized moon message, you know, a moon reading for the next new moon, which the new moon in that case will be in Scorpio, right? Because we're getting closer to Scorpio season now. And then essentially we're going to be having the full moon in Taurus, which is in Scorpio season. So I have this feeling that, you know, for the next little while, we're going to be seeing a major shift. I think Sagittarius season should bring us more of a sense of freedom, because that's, I mean, the optimism and freedom of that energy. But it's kind of funny to me seeing these two cards, because we're almost like looking ahead or having a sneak peek right now at, you know, about the next 2 weeks to a month, you know, even though I know this is considered to be a weekly reading. Okay, let me take my tarot cards here. And I have a couple cards that are underneath the camera. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, there we go. Let's take a look. I haven't used these cards in a while, and they're these beautiful cat cards. Maybe I'll move these up just a smidge. There you go, my Virgo tendencies. Let's see. Let's go back to Monday. What do you need to release? And we have the Empress. Release so you can have new beginnings. The Empress is about birthing a whole new cycle. That is Libra energy, Taurus energy. How we value ourselves, self-worth, self-value, self-respect, creativity. Step out of your comfort zone. Yep, Ace of Wands, purpose, passion. What is sparking you? Let's take a look at Wednesday. Meditate and contemplate. And we have Page of Pentacles. I love this. Studying and learning. Maybe you want to study or learn something new, embark on a new learning journey. This could also be an offer. You might be thinking about an offer. Maybe somebody's going to offer you something and you have to think it through. You've got to contemplate whether it's worth it to you or not. Now, the full moon energy, let's see. We have the Queen of Wands. I just want you to be confident. That's it. The Queen of Wands really doesn't care what anybody says. You know, she struts her stuff. She acts like she owns it. That's what I want you to do. Worrying will do nothing for you. Just be you, do your thing, see where it takes you. Now be bold and make the first move. We have here the Page of Swords. Be decisive. Now, when you make moves, people are going to watch. You know, the Page of Swords is a bit of spying or observing, and yeah, people are going to watch you. You know, let them. Let them. Don't get involved in any kind of song and dance on that. You know, watching each other on social media or playing social media games with each other, back and forth. Do what you got to do for you. Be you. There's nothing more attractive than you being you, by the way. You know, we often think that we have to chase others or we got to wait on them, like I said earlier. But there's nothing more attractive than when somebody has confidence and has their own thing going on. That's what's going to bring you the love that you want or the attention that you want. It's when you're doing for you. If you give to you, other people want to give to you. If you're not giving to yourself, people are like, well, why do I want to invest? You know, so you've got to show that you're doing something that benefits you. Now, a new start is coming. Temperance, patience, forgiveness, maybe even reconciliation. But again, it starts with you. You got to take what you've learned from the past, apply it to the present so you can have a better future. And yeah, it's brewing. You definitely feel it. Now, a personal issue reaches a resolution on Sunday. Here we go. King of Wands. Beautiful. We're going to move forward with purpose and with passion. I like that. And nurturing. And let's take a look at the sneak peek at the following week. 9 of Cups. Ask and you shall receive. What are your intentions? What are you putting out there? What would you like for the following week? Remember, day by day, step by step, things can get better. They definitely can. Okay, let's take some quick oracle cards here before we finish. The Empress on Monday, that birthing a whole new cycle. You're divinely guided. Don't stress. You're good. Ace of Wands, step out of that comfort zone. There's the man. Masculine energy, moving yourself forward. Beautiful. This could be you, someone you're dealing with. Page of Pentacles, you've got to unshackle yourself. You've got to unlock. If you're feeling heavy, weighed down, you're restricted, you're in an unhappy marriage or relationship, there's emotional baggage, this is telling you to learn from those experiences and move yourself forward. Now, Queen of Wands, the full moon energy, be confident. Yeah, yes, spring into action, new beginnings. Allow the purging, surrendering, letting go to bring you new things. That Page of Swords, remember we said don't do the song and dance, let go of the baggage. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It doesn't matter what their healing journey is. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. What matters is you. Let me say that again. What matters is you. Put yourself first. Overgiving never puts you in first place. Waiting does nothing for you. Okay, so let's see here. Temperance. There's the Tower. You may have had a Tower moment, and I've been talking about that a lot lately, but here's the thing. There's sun that's rising through here, through this Eiffel Tower. Maybe Paris means something to you, but essentially this is saying, like, it's a new dawn, a new day. It's brewing, and it's beautiful. It's going to be okay. King of Wands. There's the man again. Masculine energy, moving forward. Now, what would you like for the following week? Expect the unexpected. Love it. You know what? Put out your intentions and let it come to you. That's the beauty. It's like a gift. It really is like a gift. Don't spoil the surprise. Be open to it. Let's see. Power of Surrender card before we go. And as always, thank you so much for your kindness and support. I really love what I get to do every day. And you allow me into your lives, into your journey. It's such a blessing. And that's what I'm thankful for during this Thanksgiving weekend. And always, of course, you know. So if you could please give me a like, a comment, a subscribe. It really helps the algorithm and for people to find my videos. So let's see. Power of surrender. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Absolutely. Oh, kitty cat knocked over some cards. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Well, get this. We talked about peace. And we talked about meditative moments and stillness. So there's definitely something to these cards here that are telling you you need to relax and surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams, 100%. I really hope this resonates with you. I send you so much love, and I wish you an amazing week.